Back then, getting some fresh air into your car wasn't as simple as pressing a button. No, sir, it required a bit of elbow grease and a good old-fashioned hand crank. Now, these crank windows had a charm of their own. Picture it, a simple metal handle jutting out from the door, a humble mechanism that connected to the window. To open it, you'd grab that handle with your calloused hand, turn it clockwise like you were winding up a pocket watch, and slowly but surely, the window would obediently roll down. Oh, the satisfaction of feeling the breeze on your face as you cranked that window down, the rhythmic sound of the mechanism at work. It was a manual dance, a connection between man and machine, and when the rain started pouring unexpectedly, you had to be quick with that crank, else you'd find yourself in a damp predicament. Now, why did these crank windows become a relic of the past? Well, technology marched on, my friend. Power windows entered the scene, and suddenly, with just a touch of a button, you could effortlessly make your window ascend or descend. It was like magic, but it took away some of the hands-on charm. Sure, power windows are convenient, but they lack the tactile engagement of the crank. The younger generation might not understand the joy of cranking down a window on a summer day, feeling the wind tousle your hair. It was a simple pleasure, a connection to the road and the elements that has become a casualty of progress. Back in the glory days of the open road, we had ourselves a mighty companion, the CB radio. It was the lifeline of the highway, connecting and wanderers in a way that smartphones and satellite communication could never quite capture. Now, the CB radio, or citizen's band for the uninitiated, was a marvel of communication. A big black box with a microphone attached, mounted right there in your truck or car. To use it, you'd grab that microphone, give it a firm squeeze, and speak into it like you were on the airwaves. Channel 19 was the trucker's haven, a virtual coffee shop where we swapped tales, warned of smokies, that's highway patrol in case you're wondering, and shared the best diners on the road. Breaker 19 was our call, a polite way of saying we were tuning in. To talk, you'd key up the microphone, say your piece, and release it to listen. It was a dance of etiquette. You waited your turn and respected the unwritten rules of the road. The language was colorful, full of handles, that's what we called nicknames, and a lingo that would baffle the uninitiated. A four-wheeler was a car, a bear was a cop, and a convoy was a line of trucks. But alas, like the setting sun on the horizon, the CB radio faded away. The advent of cell phones and more sophisticated communication tech made the CB seem like a relic. Folks started punching numbers instead of thumbing the mic. The airwaves got quieter, the camaraderie dwindled, and the iconic CB talk became a forgotten echo of the past. A sunny day, wind in your hair, and the freedom of the road. T-tops were a slice of heaven right there on four wheels. Now, these T-tops were a nifty invention, a glorious compromise between the freedom of a convertible and the structure of a hardtop. Each roof had two removable panels, shaped like a T, hence the name. To liberate yourself from the confines of a closed roof, you'd twist a few latches, carefully lift those panels out, and stow them away. Oh, the joy of driving with the T-tops off! It was like having your own personal sunroof on steroids. The wind would tousle your hair, the sun would kiss your face, and you felt as if you were part of the very essence of the road. It was a manual operation, a tactile ritual that connected you to your car in a way power sunroofs can only dream of. But as the years rolled on, practicality took a toll on the T-top era. They weren't the most airtight, weatherproof contraptions. Leaks and squeaks became the bane of T-top owners, and, with advancements in automotive engineering, manufacturers started favoring sleeker designs and more efficient sealing methods. The T-tops faded away like an old sunset. Modern cars embrace panoramic sunroofs and convertible options with better sealing technology. T-tops, with their nostalgic charm, became a relic of an era when we sought a closer connection to the elements on the open road. This was a marvel of simplicity. A sturdy metal pedal, usually located on the driver's side floorboard, within easy reach of your trusty foot. To engage those high beams, you'd give that pedal a firm press. And like a loyal steed responding to its rider's command, the road ahead would be bathed in a sea of brightness. It was a tactile connection, a dance of foot and steel, feeling the resistance under your soul as you pressed that pedal, watching the road transform from dimly lit to brilliantly illuminated. It was a driver's rite of passage. But, as the gears of progress turned, the floor-mounted high-beam pedal met its twilight. Electronic controls and the convenience of steering column-mounted switches took over. The simplicity of a mechanical pedal yielded to the sophistication of modern technology. Sure, the newfangled high-beam controls are efficient, but they lack the hands-on charm of the floor-mounted pedal. The younger generation may never understand the joy of engaging high beams with a satisfying press of the foot. Back then, the interior of a car wasn't just about getting from point A to point B. It was about the luxurious touch of velour beneath your weary bones. Now, imagine sinking into a plush oasis as you slid behind the wheel. The seats, adorned with velour upholstery, weren't just any seats. They were a soft, luxurious embrace. The velour, a fabric of choice, offered a level of comfort that modern materials might struggle to match. Operating these floor velour seats was a matter of sheer indulgence. A series of levers and buttons on the side of the seat allowed you to adjust the position. Up, down, forward, backward. A symphony of mechanical ballet at your fingertips. And the best part? The ability to recline that seat to just the right angle, ensuring maximum comfort on those long drives. But, as time marched on, the reign of floor velour seats met its end. The demands of a fast-paced world shifted the focus to efficiency, and the grandeur of velour gave way to the streamlined aesthetics of modern cars. Synthetic materials, high-tech fabrics, and power-operated seats became the norm, relegating the velour-clad comfort to the archives of automotive history.